Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time car show, today coming to you from the 3rd annual Woody's Waterfront car show down here in San Leon, Texas. Woo-hoo. In addition to our guest or two from today's car show, we'll have the car clinic, have this week's auto news. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Dziekan.
We do.
I'm Don Armstrong, so glad that you could join us today. Jeff's going to have his pre-owned car of the week, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, coming up here in just a minute. Right now, our guest in the remote studio is Mr. Rick Hawkins, owner of a nice, clean, sweet 67 Camaro. It's good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Yeah, we interviewed you, what, a couple of years ago?
No, this is
Bayway, just a
year.
couple of months ago.
Oh, Bayway. That's where it was. Well,
First inaugural Bayway Chevrolet.
Yep. So it's good to see you again. So what are you hoping to get out of today's show with the 67 Camaro? Big fat trophy?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
Do you attend a lot of these shows?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like cruise-ins? You like one-day car shows? You going to take it to Autorama?
I'm going to Autorama, yeah. I don't make too many of the cruise-ins because it's rough on the motor. You know, it's really a quarter-mile motor, and to go out cruising with it, it's really not designed to do it.
Right.
So
why is that?
It's really a trailer queen.
Why is that?
Probably geared up a little bit.
What is it like, 20 to 1 compression ratio in it?
Oh, no, it's really low on the compression ratio because of the blower.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can imagine what the blower puts in it.
Exactly.
Stress.
And what it does is it winds up being, instead of miles per gallon, it's gallons per mile.
Gas stations
Right.
per mile,
And the price of gas going like it is, yeah, it's expensive to run it. So.
Yeah. So did you trailer it here?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I live in Conroe, so
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did.
it's a good ways.
Yeah. So if it's a quarter-mile car, so at 50 miles an hour, what's the RPM?
About 3,000.
For 488s?
411.
411?
411 rear end. Come on. It's a 411.
Well, I'm doing 3,200 at 70 miles an hour with 343s. So
In his old mobile.
Oldsmobile.
Oh, you got it running?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it runs. It just doesn't start.
It runs, but it doesn't start, so it doesn't run.
Oh.
The crank fell off.
Oh.
Kind of.
It's the loosen
Anyhow.
It's the loosen up,
So-
loosen up behind the wheel.
So for those that didn't hear you before, we're going to ask you probably some of the same questions.
Sure.
So when did you acquire this? How did you
I've
acquire it?
had the car more than 20 years.
Oh, you have?
wow.
Yeah, I was working overseas, and my wife found it and emailed me, should she get it? And it was like $2,000. I said, of course.
I see. So you've done all the work to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So has it gone through many iterations of what it looks
Yeah,
like?
as we discussed before, it was aspirated when I first built it, and then I told
couldn't
my
stand
grandson, we knew we weren't going to be happy till we had a blower sticking out of the hood, So
We weren't going to be happy.
So
me and my grandson,
okay.
we were kind of. Now he's chasing women, so he's giving up on cars.
Well,
And has left you with the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But he's okay, So he learned.
wait till he
something along
catches one, then he'll come
Yeah,
back to
then
the
he'll
car.
be back to
Right,
the car.
yeah.
So let me ask you. You said your wife acquired it while you were out of the country.
Yeah.
Is it still in her name?
No, it's in mine.
Oh, just checking. Just checking.
No, it really is in her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may be his name may be on the paper, but
That is her car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
I know how that works.
What a nice lady to pick up a cool car for
Yeah.
you.
Really.
Yeah.
So have you done everything to it? Does it still have the same frame underneath it?
Yeah, it's still got the same frame. Obviously, we put the subframe
Sub-connectors
connectors in
in
there
Yep.
to stiffen it up
Right.
some. It's got a 9-inch Ford four-link suspension
Nice.
in the rear.
Yep.
Tubular coilovers on the front.
So
all the modern stuff.
It
disc
is
brake
track
around.
ready then.
It's track ready, yeah. Except for we don't have roll cage,
Right.
drive shaft loop, things like that. So it's considered dangerous to the.
Have you ever had it on a quarter-mile track?
No.
Never have.
Not yet.
Well, they wouldn't let them because
This year was the first year that we've been out showing it, and I've used the analogy that next year I'll probably beat it like a cheating wife because the car show thing will have run its course. That once people see the same car over and over, it
Right.
becomes monotonous, and so I'll probably beating up on it a little bit more next year.
Beat it like a cheating wife. I've never heard that.
So you're
That's
going to
good.
cage it and loop it and then
Oh,
take it to the track?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we got a 55 Chevy that's on the rotisserie right now, and we're building it for a street track, and it's going 850 horsepower at least, minimum.
What,
So,
big block or LS?
no, it's a small block, blown. Yeah, so we're going to overdrive the blower where, like this one would be, I could do 850 horsepower out of it.
That's stressing a small block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's
And
putting a
your-
lot
and
of
your point
pressure.
is?
That's putting a lot of
We'll
pressure
make
on a
more.
small block.
Do you have
worry
a
about
problem
it.
with that?
No, not at all.
We'll
but
make
it's,
more. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the point. Break it, fix it.
Yeah.
find the weak
Repeat.
point.
Exactly.
Find the weak point.
So we built the back end for Bear. We're running 35 spline axles, 1.5 with 457 gears.
Okay.
So
Is that a Dana?
no, it's 9-inch Ford.
Forward.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. And unfortunately, we're losing our Baytown
Yes, we are. We have
track
one
next
more
year.
race
One
to
more
go.
show to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
So
God
now
bless it.
we're going to have just 8th Mile is the only thing that's Houston Motorsports
Park, yes.
Park, yeah.
Mhm. Right. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
And then what's the one
no,
over in Orange?
No,
Well, yeah, over in East Texas.
Orange.
East Texas,
it's just the
they
distance
still
you
got
have to
one.
go now in
Yeah.
order to be able to drag race. But if you're geared for a quarter mile, you're going to have to make some adjustments
Yeah.
to do 8th Mile.
Maybe
Yeah.
411s up to 48, 56s or 88s.
Right.
Something.
Does the motor in your car, that motor, it's an LS motor in it?
No.
What?
No, he says
It's a stock 350.
Oh, okay.
Started life as.
All right. Does it have a
With a
4-bolt
400
main?
400 crank, yes, 4
Oh,
bolt
yeah.
main.
4-bolt main. Okay.
Yeah, we
Well, I
went
mean,
to,
they make 2-bolt mains.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make
but
sure.
now you may put 800 horsepower in it once.
Once, yeah. Right. And then the bottom of the motor falls out.
Well, that 55 has got a 2-bolt main 350 in it right now, and we're going to play with that. We're going to go ahead and throw the juice on it until we melt it down. Then we're going to put in the
Don't forget it's
The
your wife's
mountain
car.
motor.
It's your wife's car. So.
well,
No,
she's
no,
going
no,
to have to
that-
pitch in on fixing it. That's all I can say.
Exactly. Well, that's pretty spectacular. I love your way of thinking. So what are you going to do to the 67 Camaro next year to change it up?
I don't know for sure. I mean, obviously, if we want to run the track, we're probably going to have to put we can get away the first time that you run because once you show
You
your
don't
real
know.
time.
So you go
they're-
10.5 and then
right,
you're,
then they're
you're
going to
toast.
say you can't come back till you have roll cage.
and you can't go 10.5.1 at 65 miles an hour.
Unless you put the brakes on it. Who wants to do
No,
that?
because then they're
You
going to know you're
No,
super
it's
quick.
just the modifications necessary, cutting the floor and all that stuff to be able to put in a roll cage. I didn't want to go through that at this point.
Well, plus if you're actually going to track it, you're going to strip the weight
Right.
out of it as well. So
Yeah.
it's really going to change the car.
and we've
up.
been real successful this year. We've done, I think, 12 shows, and we've got 10 trophies.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Very
Well,
good,
you know,
yeah.
don't
Do
you?
you do some of Carrie's shows?
Yeah, I do
show
all of
place.
his. Right. In fact, I have a slim chance. I think I haven't done the math of doing grand champion this year.
Okay, well, congratulations.
So,
I know he puts on a whole.
Well, he
bunch
hasn't
of
won
them.
it yet.
I know, but,
No. Well,
Congratulations,
but if he's
anyway.
done the math, he's
last
smarter than we
weekend
are
at
'cause
the
we can't
Woodlands
do
Harley event that he had, I had 4 entries, and I took 4 trophies.
You know we are judges and we can't be bought.
Cheap.
I wish I'd have brought more money.
math. No, it's just bloody
Call your
Marys.
wife.
No, it's
Call your wife.
no. I promise you, I want my car to win on its own merit.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it can't,
Sure.
then it doesn't deserve it.
And it will.
So, and that's the satisfaction that you get that someone else
Absolutely.
thought I did the right thing.
Yep.
But taking advantage of the technology, laser and stuff like that, it was really fun to have an inspiration and then see it come to life, the final product.
Now, did you buy a new blower to put on there, a new one?
Yeah, it's a Wind.
It is?
671. You can
Okay.
buy it on any
Right.
Jegs, Summit,
Yes.
anywhere.
Nice.
And then who does the tuning?
Alan Bills is my engine builder.
I know that name. Where's he at?
He's right there around the Greenspoint, west of the Greenspoint area. He's off a Frick Road. He's a big drag racer
Okay,
for
yeah, that's
years,
probably where I know the
and
name
he's really sharp on carburetors and engine building in general. So, and I found out the hard way. Well, not the hard way. Fortunately, I went to him because my conception of building a blower motor was a lot different than the truth.
Then the way it should be.
Right.
built.
Exactly.
And what was that?
Well, the compression ratio. You know, when you go to the speed shop and you say you want to put a blower on, oh, you just unbolt the intake and put it on.
Nah.
Well, no,
not to do it
I
right.
was running 10.5 or 11 to 1 compression ratio, and he said you'll knock the bottom out of that thing if you try to do
Well,
that.
yeah. Well, no, you could put a blower on it, but you could only put 2 or 3 pounds of boost in
Exactly.
it. And
It was-
why spend the money on a blower?
Yeah, you have to
for
put a
3 pounds of boost, right?
177 or something smaller
So
to
you-
get a little bit of
So what's
boost.
that? 8.5, 9 to 1,
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, that's where
And
we
so
were.
what do you? You said you run
We're
11,
7 pounds of boost.
7 pounds of boost.
7 pounds. Yep.
That's still an awful lot in
Well, that's-
total.
Well, that's where 800 horsepower comes
Yes, you
from.
dynoed 650, and on race fuel we could do 850 if we overdrive the blower. So
Well, I thought about, we had talked about putting a blower on my Corvette, and what I found out, yes, they make them with just a little bit of boost that you can get on it on the 2001 LS1 motor, and
But the cost for power when you don't do
it
the
didn't make
piston-
any sense
Right.
because one of the things that I also found out is that I'd have to change the valve springs, and I don't want to do all of that, and I don't want to spend $8,000 on a damn blower, and no, I'm not going to do that. It's perfectly fine the way it is. 400 horsepower is plenty for me for the street on an everyday driver.
And you can drive it to Biloxi, Mississippi, or
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu.
right.
Right.
In his
I
case,
buck 3.
in his case, I'd be getting a text. Hey, we got a project to do in your garage.
That's right. Well, we put a Hurst shifter in it a couple of weeks ago, and that turned
Well,
into an all-day affair.
It
but
was good. 3.5 hours. It was.
Did you finish?
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. Oh, yeah.
And it's drivable?
It is drivable, believe
I'm
it or not.
impressed.
I even took a road test in it.
Don't
yeah.
be impressed because it ain't impressive. I mean, a few bolts with that thing with the transaxle in it. It's not like linkage back in our day. It's not like that. Yeah.
It was fun.
I would like to say it is, but it ain't. Yeah, it was easy to do.
Easy
But,
bolt-on installation.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. So so the 67 Camaro, you think that you'll ever put it on the street? You ever detune it to the point where you'll be able to drive it, put a different rear end gear ratio in it?
I don't see that happening.
I got
Really.
you.
I
It's
mean,
a
at
toy.
this point. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
purely a toy.
Yeah.
And it's a toy you kindly bring out and share with people, because I'm sure anywhere you park that, it draws a crowd.
Well, I built it for my own satisfaction, and then the first time I took it out and I saw the kind of reception it got, I got
a star.
I was amazed that it got that kind of
Right.
reaction. So obviously I've been taking advantage of that and showing it more.
Or something about
And
a big
it's-
blower sticking out of the hood
Yeah.
draws
Yeah,
attention.
that's
It's like,
besides-
hey, look at me, look
you
at
know,
me.
the movie Fast and Furious probably did more for blower sales than anything ever has.
And you stand
all
back-
the kids flock to it right away.
You
Oh,
stand back
Fast
and say, "Look what
Furious."
I did." You know.
That too, yeah. It's,
And I love your shirt.
thanks.
What does
It's,
it mean?
I see we have the GM firing order.
That's if I ever forget, all I have to do is look in the mirror.
Yeah, that's right.
But then it'll be
I
backwards,
thought it was your
so I'll
phone
have it
number.
wrong.
I thought it was your phone number. Somewhere somebody has that phone number.
It's his social security
What a
number.
great idea. Yeah.
Maybe
Password
we
for
can
my
make
bank
a song
account,
out
right?
of it.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Well, Rick Hawkins, it's great to talk to you. Great to see you
It's
again.
great to see
Thanks
you
so
guys
much. We
again.
really appreciate the conversation, and we'll hope to see you again. We'll see you at Autorama.
Yes, I intend to be there this year.
All right. Well, we do too, since it'll be the first one in a couple of years.
Right, yeah.
We're all looking forward to
Absolutely.
it.
Cool.
Thanks
you guys
again,
have
my
a great
friends.
day.
You do the
Thanks a
same.
lot.
Rick Hawkins. All right. We're going to move on now, and we are going to talk about Jeff's pre-owned car of the week. It's
There
a
it
nice,
We need more Jeff.
Yes. It's a 2018 Lincoln Continental.
Sedan.
I have also been known as the Continental.
Have you?
I have.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were the incontinent mental.
Oh. All right, let's move on to this.
I'm getting there.
Conrad's back. In case you haven't noticed, Conrad is back. 2018 Lincoln Continental. There are several trim levels of this vehicle. There's a premium, a select, a reserve, a black label. And each one of these you can get either an all-wheel drive or a front-wheel drive in this vehicle. It is a luxury sedan. It is a 5-passenger, although you probably could squeeze 6 in there if you wanted to, but 5 is it. Exterior, you've got some chrome packages, and these are all very, very nice things that are all stock and standard for it. You've got large-shaped, recognizable grille. You've got the stylish badging on the side, and on the back you got the Lincoln letters individually. You got the dual chrome tip exhaust, and then it's just a nice shaped vehicle. It's a nice, not gaudy, not over to the top type dressings on the outside. And on the inside, you've got quite a bit. Now, this Continental is loaded. In any of the Select, Reserve, or Black Label, you can get them loaded up. You've got the Continental technology package. You've got climate control package. You've got an interior filtration system, which recycles the air for you. You can put special filters in there, the HEPA filters, which will work. Leather interior. You've got a leather-wrapped steering wheel, satellite radio, 8-inch touch screen. It's awesome. 360-degree camera. You've got the head-up display, and you've got a universal remote transmitter. Does anybody know what that is?
Yeah, that's your key fob.
Well, it's up on the dash
Garage
for
doors,
the garage door.
It'll do
Yeah,
the gate to your gated
yeah,
community.
yeah.
You can
Mine's
turn the
broken,
lights
by
So
the
when
on
way.
in the
somebody
house.
steals your car, they can just right into your garage in your house and
Sure,
just
why not?
go for it.
Just push the button if you know which one. You got to know which one.
Well, we're good at pushing buttons
I know.
here. That's for sure.
You should have seen us an hour ago. It's a 2.7-liter V6 turbo dual overhead cam, 335 horsepower at 5,700 RPM.
So it's an EcoBoost.
It can be, yes, sure. Depending on your foot, but yes, it is. 380 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500.
That's significant.
Yes, it is. It's a big car, but it also moves. It giddy-ups. 6-speed, and Mike would say it hauls the donkey. 6-speed shiftable transmission. You've got in the city 18, highway 27.
Only Mike would say that.
He would. He said it a lot last week.
I know he did.
And combined is around 21. You probably can squeeze a little bit more out of that with a 19-gallon fuel tank. You've got ride and handling. You got the typical luxury smooth ride, soft ride. It is a Lincoln.
It's what you expect from a Lincoln.
This Lincoln rides like a Cadillac. It's awesome. Very smooth. You've got 18 and 19-inch polished wheels, and this vehicle you can get for around $40,000-ish, depending on mileage and condition. 52. I've seen them 52 out there in certain places. Basic 4-year warranty is 50,000 miles. You've got drivetrain at 6-year at 70,000. Corrosion's 5-year unlimited mileage, which I thought was impressive. Maintenance 4-year 50,000, and then roadside assistance is unlimited. That's incredible. I like that. So that is the 2018 Lincoln Continental.
All right, be the Continental. Hey,
Yeah.
we'd love to hear from you. Just shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. And by the way, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and inwheeltime.com. And podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel, the In Wheel Time Car Show. Also is newly on Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes.
So we're twits.
Well, we're twits. So how did that happen?
They just, Twitter bought Periscope a couple of years ago. Well, apparently Periscope finally died a long, lingering death.
Oh,
so they
no.
moved everything over onto Twitter. So now Twitter will let you stream, live stream now, since they don't
Okay.
have Periscope to kick it to.
So if you're a twit, you can catch us on the Twitter.
You can see our tweet.
Do you
Or
tweet?
twit.
Do you tweet?
Nope, I don't.
No one's seeing my tweet. I am not showing my tweet in public.
Again,
Yeah.
the court said he's
This time.
too much trouble.
He still has a restraining order.
God.
Woo!
All right, time now for Conrad's Car Clinic. We haven't had Conrad's Car Clinic in a while.
Conrad's
what
back.
what is the what kind
Well-
of car clinic
well,
subject are we dealing with
As
today?
we're coming towards the end of car show season.
And it's the beginning.
Well,
Yeah, fall brings them
You
out.
know, you got to think a lot of people are getting ready to put their cars away for the winter. You know, it's September, October.
This is not New York. This is Houston, Texas.
All right,
and the
then I have
car
a-
shows.
Crazy.
Then
the
I have a-
cars- the
then I
car
have a
shows.
different one.
No, you can do that. The car show season, sir, ends in Houston, Texas, after Autorama.
Oh, okay. Well, Autorama is just around the corner, so
But everybody and his mother is doing cruise-ins and car shows like this.
and that's what we're going to talk about is preparing your car to put it away, not putting it away yet, but in
Oh,
preparing
you didn't
your
say
car.
that.
Preparing your car to put away for the winter. You know, the first part we're going to do this in a number of parts, but
He's put
today
away
we're
his
going to
car.
talk about the fuel system. So when you talk about the fuel system, in most cars on the show circuit are gasoline powered, so we're going to talk about gas powered. Since we have multiple car shows that are left, and you're going to be driving your car for a little bit, it's time to prepare your car for storage. And let's talk about fuel tanks and fuel systems to store your car. Now's the time to add a high-quality fuel dryer to your fuel. You want to put a fuel dryer in that's going to entrain the water in your gas tank, because you always get a little bit of water in your gas tank. Just the humidity in the air is going to put a little water in the tank, and that water in the tank and the ethanol mixing together creates some corrosion inside your tank. Inside your tank and your fuel pump, if you're carbureted, the metallized lines can corrode on the inside as well. So you want to make sure you're doing something about the water in there. So using a high-quality fuel dryer will allow the water just to be drawn out as you drive the car. So using a fuel dryer now and driving it to the next 3 or 4 meets and refilling the fuel tank is going to accomplish that for you to get the water out of the tank. The other thing you want to do is you want to use a good fuel stabilizer that's going to go in the tank. That's going to keep your fuel from gumming up over the season, over the storage period, and you want to get that circulating through the tank. So again, adding a stabilizer and adding a fuel dryer now and then driving it to the next 3 or 4 meets will get all of that in circulation in the gas tank. And then refilling your car, my preference would be to refill your car with non-ethanol fuel. The struggle with that is it's very few places that you can get that.
I was going to say,
where do you get it? Outside of Houston?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's
Outside of Harris County.
Yeah.
So Buc-ee's in Katy, Buc-ee's in Waller. I don't think Buc-ee's in Baytown offers non-ethanol fuel.
Well, we passed the Buc-ee's getting down here.
But if it's in Harris County, it can't be non-ethanol fuel.
And the reason is...
Harris County is an EPA abatement district.
Okay, all right.
So every fuel sold in Harris County has to have a renewable minimum 10% ethanol rating.
Gotcha.
Same reason you can't do but 65 in the speed limit in Harris County.
What?
But you
Well, who
cross
says
into
you can't?
Jefferson. I'm saying the speed limit.
Oh.
Cross into Jefferson County, it's 75.
So again, I'm a believer in a full tank at storage, not an empty tank, because that empty tank, the humidity that
Moisture,
builds up inside there grows the moisture inside the tank. So using a real high quality fuel stabilizer on a full tank of fuel and then putting your vehicle away for the summer, you can drain the tank and then refill it in the spring. I think that's too much work. If you're using a non-ethanol,
my God, I can't even imagine that. Drain the tank. So you'd have to pump the gas out of the tank.
and you're never going to get all of it out.
No.
Yeah. So filling it with a non-ethanol fuel, you don't have to worry about the phase separation that happens in ethanol fuel and the corrosion that happens from ethanol fuel. So again, filling the tank with ethanol-free fuel, I think is the best choice, and store your vehicle with a completely full tank of fuel so you don't have that air pocket that introduces the humidity and the condensation every morning like you get on your windshield.
So
the same
what
thing happens
what
inside
kind
the
of
gas tank.
fuel stabilizer do you?
Well, I work for BG Products.
Well, I know that, but I can't go to AutoZone and buy that.
There's a couple of Napas around that sell BG.
They do?
Yep. Not many of them, but a couple of Napas.
And what do
Any
you
of the BG shops will
And what's
sell it.
their fuel stabilizer called?
Ours is called BG's Fuel Dryer, and the part number for it is 281. And the fuel.
I swear to God, I didn't set this up.
No, I was supposed to do this last weekend, but he wasn't here. We didn't get to it, so I gave it to him today.
And the fuel dryer is called BG's Ethanol Defender,
Yep.
and the part number for that is 213.
Yep.
And running a bottle of the fuel dryer through will extract all the water out of your fuel system in a couple of tanks, and then the stabilizer just to make sure it gets stirred in, because you
Can
don't
you do
want
it
to
at the same time?
Oh yeah. You can do the two of them at the same time, but you don't want to put the stabilizer in the tank and then store it. You want to put the stabilizer in the tank and drive it some so
circulate
it
it.
circulates through the inside of the system, gets
Right.
inside. If you're fuel injected, gets inside the lines for the fuel injection system, and then go top it off, and then you should be good
Is
to
there
go.
a difference in performance when you put it in? You say to drive it. I mean, is it bogged down? Is it you can't tell?
No, you won't notice a difference. I know our fuel stabilizer also has some deposit cleaning agents in it, so it'll do some cleaning the fuel.
Well, after the
injectors.
show, we're gonna go get stabilized at the bar.
We're gonna go get. Well, we're gonna add alcohol.
There you go.
And that'll help us a lot too.
It'll help stabilize things.
Yeah, well, it'll preserve.
I hear they
things.
have very good smoked oysters here, and that was
There
one
you
thing I
go.
wanted to try.
Well,
I don't
go
know
for
how
that.
I don't know how you keep them lit. Do you think it'd get the paper?
Oh.
You think it'd get the paper soggy? But we'll try it anyhow.
Well, David was talking about go get some crabs.
Well,
Yeah, well, I
and
think he
he's the
needs
guy that would get the crabs
Yeah,
too.
he
And
would.
that's
Where
time now for
and that's
this
where the
hour's
rubbing alcohol helps.
It's time now for this hour's stories making headlines. Ford Motor Company recalling 38,714.1 Mustang Mach-E crossovers in North America and
that's
Europe
all of them.
for improperly bonded windshields and sunroofs that could fall off. Oops, they use that word, fall off. All of the vehicles have a faulty windshield, while 27,318 of them also have a faulty sunroof. The affected Mach-E's were built between February 24th and June 18th, so keep
That's
that
going to
in
be
mind.
expensive to fix.
Hyundai Motor Company recalling more than 130,000 vehicles in the U.S. and Canada for an engine defect that can increase the risk of a fire. Now, let me ask you something. An engine that can cause a fire. Here it is.
Oil
Recall effects, nope. Approximately 95,515 vehicles here in the U.S. The connecting rod bearings in those engines may wear prematurely, which over time can result in engine damage and eventually
Catastrophic engine damage.
and eventually stall the vehicle during operation if there isn't a
Thermal
event.
Yeah. That's the rod sticking out the side of the block, getting on the exhaust manifold, and burning your car to the ground.
Or just a hole.
As of September 17th, Hyundai said it was aware of 45 fires in the U.S. related to the issue. Dealers and vehicle owners will be receiving a recall notification starting November 12th.
What are you going to do? You going to replace the bearings?
No, well,
They
no,
probably
the whole
end up having to
motor.
Put a motor in.
And
Put the motor in it.
It had to have happened while it was moving in motion. It couldn't have happened.
yeah.
So I think that if I had one of those, I think that I would drive that thing every single day.
Hard and fast.
That's it.
And let it puke a motor and get a new motor. I wonder.
No, it wouldn't just puke it; it would burn it to the
Well, that's
ground.
yeah,
a burn
that's
down on the side of the road.
It would be
They have
it
those.
would be
you
a
know.
barbecue.
And then Don would be flying overhead saying,
Look
at this.
barbecue.
Look at this goober causing this traffic
And
jam.
I told you so.
That's bad.
Other
news.
recalls, a whole list of Volvos from the 21 to 22
No.
model years, seatbelt locking retractor malfunction at malfunction junction. Also, the pressure input rod on the brake booster may be loose on the Volkswagen Arteon for 21 model year. Porsche, what did you say?
Arteon. I was trying to think of what that is.
Porsche 911 Carrera and the Taycan for 20 and 2021. Pressure input rod on the brake booster may be loose. I guess is the same supplier. Incorrect spare tire installed on the Ram 1500 for the 2021 model year. It's being recalled. Could you put a different spare tire on there? The Ram ProMaster in ProMaster City for 2021. Seatbelt locking retractor malfunction. GMC Acadia for 22. Sensing diagnostic module
For
not
22, they're not even out yet.
They're
already
bringing it back.
recalled.
Sensing diagnostic module not activated. Automatic locking retractor malfunction on the Maserati Ghibli.
No.
Giblet.
Giblet.
The Levante and the Quattroporte. All the Maseratis
That's all of
there.
them.
Jet pump in the fuel tank may fail on the Mercedes-Benz S580 for 21. And the secondary hood latch may detach on the Nissan Pathfinder for 2022.
Is that an intake
That
pump?
is your recalls for this week. Well,
pumps
that's it for this hour of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. Hour number 2 starts right after this quick break.
We all know about aftermarket and online parts stores, and each one has something to offer, but they don't offer original factory parts. That's where Bayway comes in. For original factory parts, visit the Bayway stores first. Give them a call or stop by. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln carry a complete line of parts for the do-it-yourselfer. Keeping your newer classic original means a lot, and you can count on these fully stocked parts departments to help keep it that way. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, returns Saturday morning, October 16th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and you're invited. Collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods will all be on display. Lupi founder, car collector, and drag racer Stan Holt brings you the coolest Saturday morning cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos. Car show season's just around the corner and time to stretch your car's legs in a fun family event. There'll be plenty of fabulous, fresh, made-to-order loopy tortilla tacos, hot coffee, and adult beverages, too. This is Houston's coolest cruise-in. Tailpipes and tacos at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. And on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby, inside the Loop. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, October 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there, too. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The In-Wheel Time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.